Hi, welcome back to the channel. Got our Land Rover Discovery in that we purchased last week. As I said in the first episode, got a few issues with it. The main one at the moment is we've got exhaust fumes coming into the cab. So pulled it in, going to get it up on the ramp and try and show you where the exhaust leak's coming from and have a look for any other issues while we're under there. So as you can see, as I said on the first episode as well, tyres are pretty bald, both front ones. So we have been and picked up some mud tyres for it. We've got 4 brand new ones. But as we go further under here, let's try and get the camera up there, bit of light. You can see there's a lot of exhaust on the gearbox tunnel above the gearbox. Customer that we bought the car off did say it's had a recent clutch and flywheel, and I don't know if I can get the camera up there. Just try and zoom it in. No, it's not playing ball, but we can see the top bracket for the crossover pipe's not been rebolted back onto the gearbox. So I'm assuming that's been moving around and cracked one of the crossover pipe itself. So we need to work out now if we're going to take the body off or try and get at it. We're just taking the gearbox off. But while we're under the car, we have got a bit of a clinking sound, knocking sound when we're pulling off. And if we grab hold of these prop shafts, it sounds like the bearings have gone inside. So we're going to add that to the list of the parts. That rear one. Camera's not playing ball today. And the front one itself, there's quite a lot of noise in that one. So we're going to end up getting two prop shafts, front and rear. We've also got noisy air compressor, so we're going to get the air compressor out and swap that out for a new one. As I said, we're going to build this Discovery. So any suggestions what you'd like us to do on it, just leave your comments down below. Looking underneath, we have got a bit of rust, so we are going to paint protect everything. Any welding that's required we'll do while the body's off, but in general for its age and mileage it's in not bad condition. But I think the best bet is to get at that crossover pipe. It's going to be to get the body off it, and we can check the turbo and everything and the rear belt while we're at it, because there is quite a bit of soot up there. The other thing it could be is there's a little EGR exhaust pipe off the back of the EGR cooler that could also be split. So I think we're just going to have to get the body off. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take this wheel arch liner out just to see if we can get a better picture of what's going on by the turbo. We've got all the plastic clips out there now. We've got a few posi head screwdrivers in various places holding it on, so we'll get them off next. There you can see we've got the liner out. You can see there's a lot of exhaust up around here as well. I don't know if it's worth just taking this plate off and having a look before we carry on and take the body off. Right. Well, it's not the EGR pipe, so I think the best bet is just to crack on and start taking the rest of the wheel arch liners out and get the bumpers off, ready to lift the body off. I think that's going to be the best bet. We can do any other maintenance. There is a receipt in the car that says I had recent clutch flywheel and cam belt, but I can imagine they've not changed the rear pump belt. I'm going to crack on, get the rest of the wheel arch liners out, and then when I start taking the bumpers off, I'll bring you back in. So we've got all our wheel arch liners out, so next we're going to get the front bumper off. For that we need to take the front grille off, a couple of clips along the top. Meant to be 2 clips down below, but as you can see, they're both broken. It's the first time we've stripped this down. We've not had it long, so headlights are literally two bars. You just lift them up and line the holes up. Headlight pops out. 1 electrical connector for the whole headlight on the back. Once you've got the headlights out, it's a T30 both sides. We'll get them out. Along the front of the bumper, we've got a load of 8mm bolts. We'll get them out next. These all seem quite loose, as if it's all been off before. Sure there's a hidden bolt on there somewhere. Been a while since I've done one. I'm sure it should have 2 bolts down in the corner. There is bolts underneath. Let's have a look, see which ones they are. They're T30s as well. Should be 4, but there's only 2 in. The other 2 seem to have been broken. I think we need to remove this front plastic screwdriver. These are them horrible plastic screws that never screw out. There we go, front bumpers. And when taking it off, if you've got front fog lights, you need to disconnect the front fog light connectors, but this one's a standard model. It's got no extra features. You can see there now. Front bumpers off. Don't appear to have had any bangs at the front. It's all in good condition. It's a good sign. Eventually we're going to be cutting this out. Going to fabricate a winch plate, put front mounted winch on it. That'll be later on, once we've got everything else running right. So I think the next step now is get the rear bumper off. Moving on to the rear bumper, we need to get the rear lights out first. Just posi drive. Should be 2 posi drives. These lights can be a bit awkward. We've got 2 little poppers on the side. Same again, just 1 wiring plug to the rear lights. Same again on the other side. normally when you take the rear bumper off, if you see down here, there's normally a screw there and a screw there. Most people miss them. Someone's had this off before and not replaced them. When we start putting the car back together, anything that is missing that we can see, we will replace. These are a bit of a pain in the ass, so we'll just bend it up to get the bolts out. These are like a big weird plastic 10mm head. And then you have some 8mm bolts. Sorry, 10mm bolts. Have a look underneath. A couple of posi heads. Once you've got them screws out from underneath, you need to pull it out at the side near the wheel arch, pop it out of its clips. That's our rear bumper off. One nice little upgrade you can do, you can get on eBay. These rear reflectors, you can get an LED insert that work on sides, and when you push the brakes, they turn into brake lights as well. Done that on my last Disco 3, and probably going to do it on this one as well. As you can see, There's not many disco frees where the rear bar's not rotten. Trailer electrics look okay. Once we've got the body off, we are going to try and wire wheel all this back, rust treat it and repaint it all up. When you come to lift the body off, central wiring harness for the rear, need to unplug them, and there's some in this back left wheel arch. So we're going to call it a day there because I've got to do this at weekends in between normal work. On the next episode, we'll get into move the airbox, housing around the ABS pump, housing around the battery, disconnect all the central electrics at the front, send it up, get the body bolts out, and disconnect all the brake pipes. And then I think there's not much more after that. We need to drain the coolant and take the steering column off. And then I think we're pretty much ready to take the body off. A lot of people are scared of taking the bodies off on these, thinking it takes hours and hours. But there's not a lot. It's just a big job to do. But once the body's off, you can do so much maintenance and it's so much easier to work on the engine, gearbox, and that crossover pipe at the rear. So we'll call it a day there and see you in the next episode.